Hello, welcome to Quantum Online Academy. This is your Dr. Nagaraju Pendam. In this video, we are going to discuss about one more important topic that is belongs to the microcanonical ensemble. This is the application of the microcanonical ensemble. So, what is that application? Gibbs paradox, or this paradox we also call it as a entropy paradox. What is the question once you have to see? In TSSET 2018, this question was asked. Gibbs paradox has been resolved by. How it is resolved? Suppose if you have to take a theory, you come to know. According to the theory, so your entropy is what you have to take your entropy. So your S is equal to something which happen, your entropy. For a classical particle, your partition function you have to take your classical particle for ideal gas, that is the partition function Zn is equal to, you know that. So what is that partition function? Zn is equal to V to the power of n into, so V to the power of n into 2 phi mkt is divided by 2 phi mkt is divided by h square all to the power of 3 by 2. This is the partition function. So for a classical particle, so if you have to substitute and you calculated the S, so S is not equal to S x S dash is not equal to XS, it will come. There is a paradox, it will be generated. So how much paradox it will be generated? Suppose if you have to take a two particles or two tells you have to take, so you able to get it as a 2kn ln2, this much of the Gibbs paradox can be extra is added. So this paradox, how it will be resolved? So this paradox will be resolved. So how it will be resolved? This paradox can be resolved. You have to take it as a this classical particle. So this is a distinguishable particle. So that's why you have to consider as a quantum particle you have to consider. Which particle you have to consider? Quantum particle you have to consider. If you quantum particle you have to consider, Gibbs introduced one factor, that factor we call it as a n factorial. So those particles we call it as a indistinguishable particles. So which particles? Those particles we call it as a indistinguishable particles. For indistinguishable particles, you have to see your partition function is equal to V to the power of n is divided by n factorial. So 2 phi mkt is divided by h square all to the power of 3 by 2. Now you have to substitute and you calculate the S dash, you are going to get it as a Sx is equal to S dash is equal to Sx you are going to get. So that time entropy paradox should be resolved. Entropy paradox resolved. So how it will be resolved? So you are going from classical to quantum statistics, then only that entropy paradox is resolved. So that's why this Gibbs paradox is resolved. When it will be resolved? So when our system is going from distinguishable particles to indistinguishable particles, then your partition function should be changed. So that partition function for indistinguishable particles is equal to Z1 to the power of n is divided by n factorial. So this n factorial we call it as a Gibbs factorial. So where we have to use this is a indistinguishable particles, we have to use this one. Clear? So like this you have to do. This is the theory question based on the Gibbs paradox we have to use. Gibbs paradox, when we have to use the distinguishable particles to indistinguishable particles you have to change, then only your Gibbs paradox should be resolved. Clear? So already I am informing you, we started the CSR and GATE physics online content coaching we have started. We have app, that app is Quantum Online Academy app. Once you have to download our app, if you really likes my teaching, you will really sync my teaching towards to your brain, then only you have to contact with me. This is my number 9908437460. This is my number. So our courses will be like this displayed in our app, CSR and GATE physics and GL physics, DL physics. Not only that, individual papers also available. So these are all papers are 1 year validity, but this course is 2 years validity is there. Right now you have to take 2 years validity is there. So our validity is 2 years, clear. So 2 years validity, within 2 years all classes should be visible to you. So you have to listen and enjoy, you have to write the notes and you have to practice the questions, whatever it may be. Some material is available, you have to do yourself. So now right now we are teaching the statistical physics, we are teaching in this app. This is the 5th paper. Some more papers are left behind. So those papers also we will be finished a couple of months, clear. So please share and subscribe our YouTube channel and subscribe our app also. Thank you so much. So please encourage this YouTube channel. Thank you.